I'm a big fan of self-care, but sometimes it feels like it doesn't work. But self-care isn't failing. Sometimes it's just answering, the wrong question. And I want to say that carefully because I know you and I are trying. You are not lazy, you are not careless, you are not sitting around waiting for someone to rescue you. I know that. And I know you are trying to feel better. You go for the walk, you clean the kitchen, you listen to the podcast or to the video, you journal, you light the candle, you make the tea, you tell yourself, okay, I just need to calm down. And sometimes it works. Maybe for a little while, your body softens, your head gets quieter, you feel like you can breathe again. And then, a few hours later, or the next morning, the same feeling comes back. That quiet ache, that heaviness on your shoulders, that maybe low level sadness you can't fully explain. That sense of being present for everyone and everything, but not really present for or with yourself. So you start you start thinking, what am I doing wrong? You look for a better routine or better habits or better way to sleep or sleep more or a better way to be grateful, a better way to manage your energy. Or maybe a better way to become the kind of woman who can handle her life without feeling so much. But I don't think you need to become a woman that feels less. I think you need to become a woman who listens sooner to herself. And maybe there's a shift because self-care can help. It can help you rest, but it cannot replace honesty. It can help to regulate your body, but it cannot tell you what your body has been trying to say. It can give you a quiet morning, but it cannot answer the question you keep avoiding inside of you. And maybe the question is not, how do I feel better as fast as possible? I guess the question is, what keeps asking for my attention? And that is deeper and totally different. And it is less comfortable. Because if you take a bath, it's easy to understand. If you go for a walk, it's easy to explain. A routine is easy to respect. But telling yourself the truth can feel inconvenient. It can feel disloyal, or it can feel like opening a door you are not sure how to walk through. So you reach for the softer thing, the softer solution. You reach for relief. And there's nothing wrong with relief. So please hear that. There's nothing wrong with wanting comfort. And there's nothing wrong with needing rest. And there's also nothing wrong with having a day where you just want your mind to stop talking. But comfort can become a problem when it becomes a lid, when it keeps covering the truth, when it helps you get through another day, but never brings you closer to yourself. And that's where I would say many women get lost. Not because they do not care about themselves, more because they have learned to take care of themselves in ways that keep them functional, but not free. And that is different. Functional means you keep going. Free means you can hear yourself and not immediately abandon what you hear. Or functional means you know how to calm down. Free means you know what the feeling was trying to show you. Or functional says, I just need to get through this. But free says, I need to stop betraying myself in this. So self-care can become another way to stay functional, another way to stay pleasant, another way to stay manageable, another way to get yourself back into the version of you that everyone knows how to deal with. The one who says it's okay, even when something in her knows it's not okay anymore. And I say this, I would say, from woman to woman, you don't need another practice that helps you become easier to live with. You need a practice that helps you, become harder to abandon. And that is what real self-care is for me. It's not always pretty or soft. It's not always candles and the clean sheets and the beautiful morning. Sometimes real self-care is admitting, I do not want to keep doing this. Sometimes it is saying, I'm tired of being the one who adjusts. Or sometimes it is noticing that your body tightens every time you agree to something that you don't want. And sometimes it is closing the journal and making the call. And sometimes it is resting because you're tired. And sometimes it is resting long enough to finally admit what you are tired of. And that is the part I want you to take with you. There's a difference between needing rest and needing truth. And after 40, many women feel that difference in their bodies. Rest says, I need sleep, I need space, I need quiet, I need recovery. But truth says, I cannot keep pretending. I cannot keep swanning. I cannot keep making myself smaller. Or I cannot keep this normal. I cannot leaving myself out of my own decisions. Or, I guess both can feel similar at first. It can feel like exhaustion. It can feel like irritation. Both can feel like wanting to disappear for a while. But rest feels better when you receive it. Truth does not disappear just because you had a quiet weekend or walk. Truth waits. Truth comes back. Truth taps you on the shoulder in a quiet moment. Truth speaks when the house gets quiet, or truth shows up in the sentence you keep avoiding. But truth is not punishing you. It persists because it belongs to you. And that is why some of your or mine self-care has stopped working. Not because it's useless or it's not working, it's because a deeper part of you is no longer satisfied with being quiet. This voice wants to be heard. She wants to know that when she speaks, you will not immediately manage her back into silence. And she wants to know that your peace is not built on ignoring her. And this voice wants to know that you are still on her side. Because at some point you can become very good at caring for the outside of your life while slowly losing contact with your inside. You know what needs to be done. You know what people expect. You know how to keep the day moving and you know how to make yourself acceptable. But do you know what you want before you edited it? Do you know what you feel before you explained it away? Do you know what your body says before your mind turns it into something reasonable? Do you know what you need before you ask whether anyone else will be comfortable with it? That is the work. You don't need more pressure or more optimization. You don't need to turn healing into another performance. The work is rebuilding the moment where you actually believe yourself, your inner voice, before you talk yourself out of it, before you become polite, or before you become practical, and before you become the woman who can handle it. I know you can handle a lot, you have proven that, but handling your life is not the same as being in relationship with yourself. And if self-care is only helping you handle more, I guess it's not enough. It has to bring you back into contact with your real no, or in contact with your honest yes, or in contact with the desire you keep making smaller, or you kept making smaller for years. In contact maybe with the grief you keep being too busy to feel. In contact with a part of you that does not want another coping strategy. This voice wants a life where she does not have to be hidden. So the next time you reach for self-care, do not make it another task. Make it as a doorway. Go for the walk, take the bath, sit quietly and write the page. But then ask the deeper question, what am I finally quiet enough to hear? And that's the question. Not how do I make this feeling go away? Ask, what is this feeling loyal to? Is it protecting a truth, or is it pointing out a boundary, or is it reminding me of something I've been postponing for years maybe? Is it showing me where I keep leaving myself? You do not have to answer or change your whole life at once. You do not have to turn every feeling into a decision or a plan. You do not have to make a dramatic change today. But please stop treating your own truth like a disturbance. It's not disturbance, it's a signal. And it's a part of you that still trusts you enough to keep knocking. So please take this with you. Self-care is not here to keep you calm enough to continue abandoning yourself. It is to make you quiet enough to hear yourself again. And once you hear yourself, the next step is simple. Not easy, but simple. Respect what you hear. Maybe it's one sentence, maybe it's one boundary, or one honest admission, or one decision that proves that your real self, I heard you, I'm not leaving you. And this is how you begin to feel alive again. Not by fixing yourself, or not by becoming endlessly calm, and not by becoming a woman with a perfect routine, but by becoming a woman who no longer uses peace as a way to avoid her own truth. I'm Katja, and this space is for women after 40 who are tired of turning themselves into another project. So here we talk about identity, truth, desire, self-trust, and reclaiming your life in the second half. But not by fixing who you are, by coming back to or into an honest relationship with yourself. So if this spoke to a part of you that is tired of calming yourself down just to keep going, subscribe. And comment reclaim if you are ready to stop soothing your truth and start listening to yourself, to your real self. Thanks for being here. See you in the next video. Bye.